Good morning, good afternoon, whenever you may be watching this. Welcome back to Becoming a Better You. This is going to be episode 2, and I'm going to call this one Remember the Life You Promised Yourself. I need you to focus on your end goal. Seriously, focus on your end goal. Remember the life you promised yourself because that is what's going to help you stay on track. We are healing, we are becoming better people, we are setting goals, and we about to change our lives. So what I need you to really do is focus on what it is you really want in life. You have to focus on the end goal. Remember the life you promised yourself. Okay, we all have goals and aspirations. Like nobody wants to be poor, nobody wants to live in poverty. Nobody wants to be working a dead end job, working paycheck to paycheck just to pay bills, coming home mad tired, and not really focusing on what you really want to do. You may want to change your job. You may want a promotion at work. You may want to start a career. So, what is it, those things that you need to do? You need to upskill. Maybe you want to have a career. Maybe you want to get into tech. Maybe you want to get into IT or something. You need to figure out what certifications you need, what courses you may need to take. Like don't lose sight of the goal. Like it's so important. You need to have very clear intentions, a very clear roadmap of how you plan to live your life. I'm talking like very intentional, very, very intentional, down to the smallest detail, because you have to communicate that with the universe. And that's how things come back. I always tell people, don't put that negative shit out there. That shit keep coming back. If you keep constantly complaining about your problems, if you keep constantly complaining about things that are stressing you out, and some of us, I'm guilty of this sometimes too. Like, oh my god, why does this always happen to me? Like, if something happens, and guess what? It's gonna keep happening. So you need to change your mindset. You need to change your mindset. You need to understand that you can have literally anything you desire. Like anything. I'm being serious. You could have anything you desire, and that all comes with a different mindset, And like I said, you have to be very, very intentional. The same way you go about wanting a man, you want your man to be a provider. You want him to be monogamous. You want him to, be a certain height. Maybe you want him dark skinned with a deep waves. Like you have to think about your life like that too. You have to be that intentional. That intentional. Me, I have a very, very, very clear vision of how I want to live my life. Like I know the house I'm gonna live in. I know the penthouse condo that I'm gonna buy. I know the cars I'm gonna drive. I know what my closet is gonna look like. Like I know what my kitchen is gonna look like. I know the refrigerator I want. I know what my floors are gonna look like. Like you have to be that intentional. I kid you not. And it all changes with your mindset, but you have to actually believe. You have to have faith. The same way I put faith with some of these sorry ass niggas, you gotta have faith in yourself. Like you need to be envisioning your future self and how you truly want to live. Like I'm being dead serious. I be laughing a lot. I be joking and kiki, but I'm dead serious. Like please don't lose sight of the end goal. Focus on that. We're focusing on healing and being better people so that we can reach the heights that we know that we can get to. Understand me? Stay with me. So, how I do things, I like to write. I really, really do like to write. It's something I've been doing since I was a very, very little girl. I've always documented things, journaled in my diaries and stuff like that because I had nobody to talk to. So I would just put my shit down on pen and paper. Some people they don't like to write. Um, I will give you another alternative. Drawing is very good because you need to visualize these things. Like you need to have very clear visions. It's so easy to just be like, "Yo, I'm gonna be rich. I want to be rich." Okay, we all want to be rich, right? We all want to be rich, right? Like it's so easy to say that. Like, but how do you plan on getting rich? You understand? How do you plan on getting rich? Do you plan on being rich by starting a business? Do you plan on being rich by being a content creator? Understand you have to have a very clear roadmap. I don't know about y'all, but me, like I dream very vividly. Like my dreams are like very, very vivid. And I know vision boards are very beneficial to people, but they are just that. They're just visions. You have to actually put in the work. You understand? I've been looking at some of my old vision boards, and I actually got a couple of those things on there. And it's like, I bet. But it wasn't just with the vision board. Like I had to actually work towards that. And it's getting the things you want are so easy as long as you have faith. Like, and I understand we all get discouraged sometimes. Fear plays a lot. Fear fear plays a lot into a lot of decisions we make, but you have to be fearless. Like you have to fuck the idea of being seen, fuck being scared, unless you are comfortable. And you have to get very, very uncomfortable. You have to get out of your comfort zone. Like that's the only way to like you just gotta go for it. You just gotta go for it. So you might want to be one of the biggest content creators in the world. You can do it. You can absolutely do that. But you cannot be scared of what comes with it, you know, or the work it comes with to get to that status. You understand? Like, do not lose sight of the end goal. The end goal is very important. Understand me. It's so important. And for me, like I've always had very big visions for myself. And once you figure out that it's not only about you, it has to be a bigger purpose. You understand? My purpose is honestly, it's my children and their children and their children. That's my purpose. I'm building legacy. I want to be rich too, but I want wealth. I want wealth. I'm building legacy. Timestamp it. Promise you. I'm building legacy. I have to put my kids in position and lay the foundation so that they can put their kids in position and it just transfers. You understand? Like this shit is so immediate. Like I need y'all to really like get to it. Get to it. You know the life you promised yourself since you was a little girl. You might want to get married to a very successful man. He take care of you and the kids. You home and you doing your thing. Some people, everybody don't want to be an entrepreneur. Everybody do not want to be an entrepreneur, and that's understandable. Like I said, you might want a career. So how do you get to that career? How do you get to that place? You might need some take some courses, take some certifications. You have to put in the work. It ain't an just talking about it and visioning it is not enough. You have to put work towards it. Like I want a little six pack, a little six pack, maybe a 4 pack. I don't want to look too brolic, too crazy. So I be in the gym. Baby steps. I be in the gym. The results will come. You have to put the work in. You have to be consistent. You have to put the work in. So do not lose sight. Please, y'all, do not lose sight of your end goal because it's so important. Remember what you told yourself as a young child, how you want to live. You need to be envisioning these things and then working towards that. Seriously, it is so important. It is so important that you meet these goals too because I know you're tired of being tired. I was there too. Trust me. Like I told you, I've been in goal mode for a very long time. And then I had to make a decision. You're gonna have to make some decisions. Some of them are gonna be hard. A lot of vices. There's a lot of vices you're gonna have to cut out. All that drinking and shit, you're gonna have to cut it out. Even if it's just wine. Wine is still alcohol. And wine got mad sugar in it. Alcohol got mad sugar in it. I stopped drinking. I rarely drink. I can tell you right now, the last time I had a drink was in October. And it was a margarita Monday. I had one. Normally I leave out the spot bent. Like what? I had one margarita, a slushy margarita, and slushy, a frozen margarita, but the shit tastes like the slushy. I did not taste no alcohol in it, and I only had one. That anybody that know me, that's not me. Like I drink. I used to drink to get tore the fuck up. I don't even drink no more. Let me stop saying that. I don't drink the way I used to. Like I will have a drink, but I haven't had a drink since October. I don't care. And it honestly, it helped me lose a lot of body fat. I had mad body fat. Like I've always been a small girl. But shit, years and years and years of drink, I've been drinking since I was a little fucking girl. That shit adds on weight. Mad sugar and yo, you're gonna have to cut out some of your vices. Smoking. I know some of us like to smoke. I smoke. I don't smoke as much as I used to. I actually haven't smoked in like 2 weeks. I've been doing really, really good with the smoking. Because I had to realize I was kind of like coping with the shit. And I'm like, yeah, nah, we off that. But you're gonna have to get rid of some of your vices. Cut out all distractions. These phones, they are very big distractions. They're very big distractions. You notice yourself, you scrolling aimlessly on the internet, especially TikTok. TikTok will let you, hey, you've been scrolling for a while. Like I had recently, I had my phone on Do Not Disturb for 45 days straight. 45 days straight. I turned off all the notifications, everything. I didn't want to be bothered because it was time to lock the fuck in. You understand? Like, and I'm glad I have people around me who do not take that personal or who didn't take it personal because they know, like, she on her shit. You understand? Like, cause I get in moods and I'm moody as fuck. I'm a Cancer. I'm mad moody, and there are some times where I know like my energy is just not good, and I will distance myself because I don't want to transfer that energy to anyone else. You understand? My misery don't like company. I don't know about that. My misery don't like company, so I literally will distance myself and I spin back when I'm feeling better. You understand? So the goal here is to really get your mental right. We're gonna heal. We're gonna cut out distractions because the life we want and we promise ourselves, our future self is coming. But we have to work towards that. So start figuring out what you can cut out. What can you limit? Some of us gotta make our money online, and I understand that. But do you really need to be on TikTok for 4 hours? Do you need to be in everybody's stories on Instagram? Do you need to be the first one in somebody's story? No, you don't. Sit down. Sit down and lock in. Like on some real shit. Like really sit down and lock in. And like I want you to write down your goals and how do you plan to obtain those goals. That's where you need to start. Yes, I want to be rich. Yes, I want to be wealthy. How do I plan on being wealthy? I have a list of things that I have to do, and there are certain steps that I have to take, no matter how hard, to get the life I want. Because once you put that fucking work in and everything you ever wanted comes to you, baby, it's all gonna be worth it. It's all gonna be worth it. Just shift your mindset a little bit, like, and I know it's hard for some people because some people are very complacent. Some people have been this way or live in a certain way for so long that stepping out of their comfort zone is scary. And I get it. But now is a time to be fearless. You want to be in the same position you was last year and the year before that, or you ready to make a change? Like dead ass. That's you need to be looking at it like that. Like, do I still want to keep living paycheck to paycheck? Do I need to be borrowing money from people? Do I need to be doing like all of that shit ends now? All of that shit ends now. The life you want is coming. I promise you, it is coming. And you promised yourself that. If you want to keep anything, keep your word to yourself. Please take it from me. Keep your word to yourself. Like, keep your word to yourself. It's so important. It's so important. And with that, I'll be back. I'll be back. We got more and more and more to talk about. Like, because I'm here to push you. I'm here to push you. I'm here to help you. I'm here to be supportive as I can. And like I said, I know some people do not have community and village. Some people do not have that community and village. And, it's sad. It's sad sometimes for people because it's like, damn, like, they don't have it. Some people don't, like, they really have nobody they can confide in, nobody they can bounce ideas off of it. Just mad shit, I'm here about. I'm very big on community. I'm very big on community, so I'm here with you. I'm here with you. I'm here with you. Like you got this. I promise you. You got this. I'll see you later. Catch you in the next one.